We're live.
Feels so good to be back. We haven't been here for a long time. Hey, we're back. We're back, guys. Welcome to IG Live. And we've got Sarah here. I'm running nose. We've all been sick. We've got Sarah, Bryn, Katura, and myself, and a dog named Bailey, who hopefully you'll get to meet in a little while.
Oh, Bailey!
Bailey!
Come here!
Bailey is so cool. Bailey is Shirred's dog, and he makes everyone happy in the office.
Bailey's the camera shy, but
Bailey's like, nah.
Okay, so today's conversation is going to be about how to get more out of your clothing. And more in the context of how it relates to your mindset, and then specifically clothing and trends, even though I hate that word
right.
so much, but
it's not like, obviously we don't subscribe to trends.
No.
But like anything, like we're obviously going to coincide.
right. I mean, we're designers, so this is what we do. But let's go back to more. How can we do more? How can we feel more? And can clothing really do that for us? And to me, the answer is yes and no. Because it's really complicated, because our knowledge of ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, how our health is, how we're responding to our health, all of these things come into play. So for us here, we focus on what we can control. And I don't know what's going on in your personal lives, although, like, actually from some DMs, I do know a lot. But what I do know is what we can do is help you figure out how to take what is on the inside and portray that
Bailey
on the
wants to go outside.
Bailey, we're talking about mental health here and our mindset of clothing. All right, so let's have Bailey go for his walk. Bailey. Rude. Okay. So here's one thing that started making me think about, like, how does our mindset affect our clothing is I'm starting on, actually finishing up with Tracy Scarily on spring 24. And as part of the process, Tracy takes fabrics, she goes, she drapes. Our pattern room is like, literally I'm pointing, it's right over there. And that's where the sewers and the pattern makers, they create the first prototypes. And what Tracy does is she likes to amass like 10 or 12 different styles so that she can kind of convey a whole feeling at one time for me. But what's interesting is, like, if I walk in, if Tracy sees me like walking in, like spilling coffee everywhere, I'm like, I'm ready to go over.
She's like, oh, I'm not.
No, she's like, just, I'm not going to talk to you right now. Or if I come in and I'm like, frick, I haven't been to the gym in a month, I feel disgusting. She's like, you know what, we're not going to try on the protos right now. And even conversely, if I come in and I'm like, I just got my hair cut, I feel so good, she's like, we're not going to try on the protos. And the reason that she does it is because the mindset that you bring to something when you're trying on something has a huge impact. If I'm feeling really stressed out, then I'm going to start bitching that everything should just be like elastic waist. Like, why is there a zipper? And if I'm feeling so good about myself, I'm probably like, let's add a slit up to here, or whatever. So it skews you. And so what you want to do when you're looking to find the things that will help you express yourself the best is try and get yourself into a balanced mindset. You guys know I've been posting like crazy about that book, Stolen Focus, that Amy Gravitt really pushed on me, and I am so grateful for, because it is about just kind of finding your center, settling down. And this is my PSA, that when you order things from Tibi, when you go into one of the great boutiques that carry Tibi, give yourself time to just let your shoulders go down, take a picture of yourself in something, walk around with it in your head, try something on, put your shoes on, you know that, but take pictures of yourself and let yourself go back to it, because there are so many times with Tracy where I took a picture and I went back to it later on and I was like, this was great. And we talk about the eye adjusting, but I also think there's something very much about your mind adjusting to it.
Absolutely. I think there's times when we're not ready, or like you're not ready, Tracy's not ready for whether it's a specific style we're trying out or a new iteration of a silhouette that we all really trust. And it's not that we like discard it. Like it just then it's brought back when the time is right, when the feeling and the mood isn't.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Yeah, exactly.
And so the so what of this and how it connects to trends is that one of the ways that you feel more curious, more interested in what is happening and more present in the world is by trying out new things. But what you want to make sure of is that when you get that new thing to your house, that you didn't throw it on and then all of a sudden just throw it off and disregard this whole notion. So how do you like embrace and try something new? So we know that that's a good thing to do. We know that you've got the tools now to take a picture of yourself, get in the right frame of mind, go back and look at it a couple times. But then the one thing to really help you out here is what are some key trends that you can focus on that will make you feel very present and current with what's going on? So trend number one.
Okay, well,
Sculpting.
I'm sculpting, and I will say it. I do not own a pair of Brancusi jeans. I know I work at Tibi.
Rude.
Don't own them. These are Bryn's. Shout out Bryn for bringing them in. But, so basically we were in Paris and our lovely intern Danny was wearing these jeans with a black boot and a black Tibi blazer. And she just looked so effortless and cool. And like maybe it was my illness, maybe it was the Parisian air, probably a little bit of
combination of all.
But she just really, she looked effortless, chill, modern, and classic. Like she just made everything look easy.
Yeah.
And like it was a lot of hard work. And you know, so then I wanted to know everything about like how she felt in the jeans. Yeah. And so I literally was thinking about, okay, this is a fundamental that I've really never incorporated into my closet, and it's sculpting, which again just goes to show how like something that is a without fail for those who share our mindset, for creative pragmatists, it will come into like focus as a trend.
Yeah.
Trends get recycled, but for us this is something that like we always feel comfortable in, easy in.
Yeah, because it works for big slim skin,
Totally.
It gives the balance. And so when we say sculpted, guys, what we literally mean by the definition of that is something that is like giving some detail. It can even be something soft, something more rigid, but you can see at the bottom of the pant, the way that it's clean finish right here. This is why we do this pant in 2 lengths, because it's very difficult to hem because of the sculpting, but yeah.
Yeah. So,
and then sheerness.
yeah. So, Bryn.
I'm gonna why don't we let your sheer guys come out and
So,
go try
just so
something
people
on.
are asking, if you're asking, these are 24 regular, and I really like them, and I think I will be buying them.
Hi guys.
Oh,
We're like the
hey.
sheer twins today.
It's like yin and yang. I like it.
I love that.
You're sheer on top, I'm sheer on bottom.
Yeah.
How have you guys been since last week? Happy Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? It feels like Monday.
We always ask that, but
I don't know.
it truly is Wednesday. I get excited. I know they get excited, so I'm happy to be seen and see you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Wanna go?
yeah, I just noticed your bra.
Yeah, okay guys, this
In
is
the best
purposeful.
way.
This is purposeful this time, okay? So obviously like we know the theme of live before we do live.
True.
And this was sort of like the idea of more, the idea of like fashion, how we're really wearing things.
Yep.
For me, if I'm doing sheer, this is how I'm doing it, like in a fashion way. I
This bra's
mentioned
so
this
good.
before, but it's the cup bra, and I don't know how it happens, but the color is like
I mean, I
identical.
feel like we're peeking in each other's window cup.
Yeah.
but that color
We
matches
are.
perfect.
Lots of love cups, but it's like the same color, and so for me, this is my way to like fashion wear sheer. This is not something that I'm going to be wearing to the office like
Show me your
this.
shoes.
Oh yeah, there's also can you see my shoes?
Yeah, I feel like you can see a whole outfit because you've worn versions of this
Yeah.
and not this. So the
And
colors.
another thing back to what they were just talking about woofs, you guys have seen me wear this skirt on a lot of the lives recently.
Yep.
It is not because it's just in my size, it's because I actually also love this skirt and it's very easy to
I
wear.
just said, can you give a little spin? So, guys, no, not a full, I mean, I did say spin, but I meant like a half spin. So I want to show. I know you guys have seen it on the runway, but you can like unbutton it.
Yeah.
No, turn. They can't see it.
Okay,
We gotta see. We gotta see what you got going on. How tall are you again?
I'm 5'2".
Okay, 5'2", and look at that. It's still hitting her at our ankles. Look at that.
And this is my true size, guys. This is a 00. I'm wearing an extra small in the tank because personally, for me, I have a larger chest. I did not want sheer and tight. That was too many things going on, so I went and took an extra small.
Somebody here has a beautiful color wheel that I want to say
coming
Matt
out.
made. So guys, shout out Matt because he made
Yay,
a beautiful,
Matt.
beautiful color wheel.
No, but I want to show here how like a lot of you guys have asked like how to read the color wheel, and so Matt here, like in his arts and crafts moment, just created this for you, so you can see that it really is meant to like wherever it goes around, it goes
Yep.
around, right?
It's like Wheel of Fortune.
Exactly. So
Let's make a deal.
So you can see like all of these like shades of green, and then this pop of red here is what Bryn's doing with this look, which is so like chic. And I'm like going to an office in the similar colorway.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to put a tank top underneath this if I'm in the office, but I'm wearing brown sandal
Yep.
because you know
But
in my
you couldn't.
pretend office right now. I'm in JP Morgan or something right now. So
I like that.
yeah.
I just want to talk because we're still on sheer. So
Yeah.
you guys have seen the sheer skirt back to the twisted Eco Poplin top dress. Why did I say top?
Yeah.
It's a dress. It's on the website. Now I'm showing you more. Amy talked about more before. She had on the Marlon just a minute ago in the menswear plaid. I have on the Liam. And I just want to put this down. Get that out of here. Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, I was just gonna say too that a lot of you guys ask about like, well, again, like more is about getting more emotion from your clothing and trying out new things. One of the ways to get emotion from clothing is to feel a connection to something. So you're wearing the berry tee.
Yes.
And this is something for those of you who follow us here, you guys are starting to know what that connection is with Barry and with HBO. And so when we see that tee, it has a good feeling. For any of you who are at the runway show, the Barry tee has a really good feeling to it. So something as simple as a t-shirt that reminds you of something that really makes you happy.
Yep. Nostalgic. Every time I see your
That's your
97
more.
tee, I really love that because I know that 97 is the year that I
started
won't date
Tibi.
myself, but I don't know where I was, but like 97 could have not been a good year
I
for
was
me.
in Hong
See?
Kong in '97, starting Tibi,
was
and so
not.
and it's good memory. It's like really good memory. So, you know, more is not always about running out and buying something brand new, and it's certainly not about wearing someone's logo. Like, you know, I
It's
think,
about your look, like what you feel good in.
yeah. If you're a creative pragmatist, because to be honest, like we just got back from Paris, and like I couldn't walk without kicking a logo in the street. Like every store, I left Paris. To be honest, I left Paris with 3 bras
Guys,
and another
you
pair
see
of
that?
Adidas. Like
That's all you needed though. I mean, that's like more bang for your
But
buck.
then, like there were so many places like I wanted to buy, but I'm like, get your name off of it. Like stop it. I don't want it all over. So I want these things to mean something.
So for you, I just want to show you guys. I've worn this also. I mean, I just feel, you talk about fashion with like a capital F.
Yeah.
This feels like fashion, but it also feels chill. Like I feel like I can go from, I mean, necessarily like dust. But
Wait, do you have a brogue out here?
yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, because I
So
feel
the
like,
broken, I have the paper.
Yeah, I want to
Let's-
show the
let's show
different.
difference.
Real quickly, while I have this on for you guys, so this was my purchase in Paris. Love these. I bought these from Love Stories, Printemps, Carrie's Love Stories, and I would be wearing the green bra under this. Not at JP Morgan, I'd put on a tank top, but at Tibi, I'd wear the green bra underneath this. But these are, when you think about like a lot of the clothing that we have that has a cut-in neckline or a cutout in the back, you don't need to go buy a new bra for every single type of clothing that you have. Have a good bright colored bra, have a bra that has a pretty strap, and let it show.
I feel the
Let it
same way.
hang out. Yeah.
I washed all of my bras, thank you cup, in the sink. I had like 4. I just rotate them all around.
Yeah.
And they're a neutral and a bright, a
Cup
pink.
is amazing. Like you
Yeah.
guys with the boobs, like
The boobs, they hold us up. They hold us up and not hold us
but
down.
without, but without like you don't walk in and I'm like, hello boobs.
No, I mean, you could be,
You're
but no,
not.
you're not. HR. I take it there. Amy puts it out and I take it there. Don't put us on here
Don't
together.
even talk to me because anyways.
All right, bye.
You know what you did.
But I'm staying. Whatever.
You know.
So I just wanted to show I wanted to show you guys I have on the brogue and I'm stepping on it. The Brody, and I'm stepping on the back. Yes, any questions?
No.
And then also, this guy's, we talked about it, Pedro, Brody. It feels super chill. I'm really
So
excited.
chill.
I gave you 2 vibes.
But this is one where, like, I'm gonna be honest with this square toe. Like, when this first came out in the brogue,
Brody. Oh.
in the Brody brogue, when it first came out, I was like, this is too much, this is too much. Like, I was getting all scratchy. And Pauline, who's our footwear designer in Paris, is like, oh, but Amy is so beautiful. Blah, blah, blah.
The
So
accent. Wow.
yeah, like,
She
Just
does
kidding.
not sound like that,
She
by
says-
the way.
c'est bon.
Well, wait,
Are those the same width?
Anyways,
that has to be
Yes.
actually important.
yes, they are the same width.
Yes.
And so, for me, immediately, when we did the Brody, I was like, for me, that was pick up and go. I could wear it, and it did not feel overwhelming. And I remember Tracy and Sarah were like, we're gonna put this peplum dress with the Brody. It's gonna do the good balance. And I was like,
This is good friction.
But now, my eye is there, my mindset is there, I am there, I'm loving it, I was wearing it earlier, I'm loving it.
Cool.
I want to show you guys on the Arun, on the suiting here. It's, so, first of all, it's a suiting that makes a nice noise, and we know that we love when our clothing talks to us. But what is great about this cotton fabrication, and it's a rich cotton fabrication. This is not, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cotton. But what I want to show you is, because it has guts, I haven't done bar class, and
What am I doing?
just hold me up, like in case I fall. What I want to show you is that it has a lot of body to it, so you can do this and have it stays up. Like, you're not falling down, I don't need to do a rubber band trick, I don't need to tuck it into anything, and it stays up, and it just catches onto a different vibe. And I just want to show you too, what's great about this color green is it has a lot of nice blue to it. Do you mind finding the texture area in the book? So what's great with this green is it really picks up. It's not a preppy green. It's not like LL Bean is good, but it's not like an LL Bean green.
It's got a little teal, like it's definitely,
Ah, shit. See, I told you, man. I'm like totally
I
unbalanced.
think it's got a little more blue in it.
It's got more blue in it. So I think that's why it's looking so nice with all of these pastels and everything. So I certainly don't feel preppy mixing the blue and the green together. Oh, here, Matt, I know where it is.
Okay.
It was a test.
Matt, test, fail, man. But what we know is that what makes this extra interesting is the fact that you've got all these different textures happening on here. And you know I talk about that rule of 3 and where you can really find that things can be given lots of depth but still feel really interesting. So for me here, like okay, I can't find my, anyways. Well, here, I'm going to stick with color too. Just mixing your colors together. What happens is this is like a really casual interpretation of the color. But what happens is when you do it in a body that has a lot of refinement, like the heavy silk, then it feels anything but casual, but super casual and relaxed at the same time. And so here I'm mixing the textures of the brown leather and then the cotton pant and then the heavy silk that's got the sweatshirt ribbing on it and the easy back. So all of these textures together feel so nice and fresh. I love being able to roll these up.
Oh yeah, and because the material is, a little bit stiffer.
It doesn't slide down.
Exactly.
Yeah, no slippage.
Okay. So I combined like multiple trends because why not? And also my modifier's risk taker. This is how I'm wearing sheer mostly. This is just the orange sheer skirt. This also comes in white and black. We showed it on the runway in a similar way with a white button down, the tunic version tucked in, but I'm just wearing it with our fundamental Charlie shirt in pastel blue, and I know that I'm also, even though Amy's gonna say it's really preppy, I'm adding this green hat because I love it and I think it chills out the outfit, and I'm just wearing it with some white sneakers. This to me, I think like obviously sheer is a huge trend right now. We've seen it all over the runways. You know, it's something that we were really feeling for the season, and other people were too. But I definitely am a bit more reserved when it comes to sheer, and I think that this is a really good way for me to kind of keep the sheer grounded within fundamentals and kind of within like classicism and like really heritage, like traditional ideas and shapes. Yeah. Am I holding something else?
No, but we can talk about intimates because. Sure. No, there's a reason. It's because while the idea of sheer can sort of sometimes like just lead sexy, if you sort of think what's the antonym of sexy, maybe it's sort of this like, you know, a button that like you're, you know, the antonym of that.
Right.
You know, as it's in the book. On page 194, guys, to anyone who has the book, we talk about our antonyms and how if you're feeling too stuffy, you know, you kind of want to find something that's chill to balance you out.
Totally.
That whole idea.
Like conversely, I would totally wear this skirt with a bodysuit or like a one piece in the right setting. I think it's really about, I'm at the office, so I don't think that would be so appropriate, and it's also winter, so, you know, I'm just taking in my surroundings and dressing like myself, but also keeping that in mind. But again, these are pieces that I really feel are transseasonal. That's why I go back to button downs all the time, but this skirt is definitely something that I would layer with tights. You guys have seen Brittany wear it in teal with tights. She loves it. It's just like a really key layering piece. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Wow.
Did you talk about intimate?
We did. Oh, wow. And now everyone has the book knows what page it's on, so they can go reference it.
There you go. Antonyms are good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we both have on fancy shoes.
We do.
Right. And so we love one, we love 10, we love none. I think we're both using ours as a one here.
Yeah.
So I've got on the little zebra Rudolph here, and someone had asked earlier what sweatshirt I'm wearing. This is the 4-ply heavy silk sweatshirt, and I'm wearing it with, this skirt body is based off of the asymmetrical balloon skirt you guys all love in the Italian sporty nylon. It's got, when I talked about sculpting earlier, that doesn't have to be in something really stiff. This has all those sculpting lines that we did like in your jeans,
Exactly.
but in a soft skirt. And I think that's what gives this movement without me feeling too classic and without me feeling bohemian. It's just
As
chill.
well as without the sweatshirt, it has the great line here, which also makes you like, it gives that extra.
That movement. And so it's chill, it's modern, and it's classic. Someone had written to me yesterday saying that they had their daughter's graduation to go to, and they wanted to know what to wear, and they're like, but I don't want to be that mom that's like, this is not about my daughter, this is about me, you know? We don't want to be that. No. So this, and I would switch this up for a little heel or something for graduation.
Yeah. And I think back to the shoe conversation we were having last week when I was putting this together, this top, and while my modifier is elegant, it's, you know, I need to find that antonym and balance, you know, to feel the full CMC. When I put this shirt on, I felt really good. It was that like elegance that I was craving. Yeah. But then I was like, I need something that's the opposite of that. So I went for, even though this shoe can seem like a one, it still has the square toe and took out that crisp for me. It took out the,
exactly.
you know.
And I think too, then like, you could flip that on its head, and then if you wore this with it, you would be doing like nerdy vibe with the like, you know, more interesting, like slinkier top. Yeah. And it's just a good vibe. So when you guys write sometimes and you ask like, is this the right shoe? It's more of, is that shoe giving you the right vibe that you're looking for? Yeah. And so when I'm designing the line, I am the conduit between Pauline in France and Tracy here, and I am really making sure that every shoe really goes with the collection. Multiple shoes so that you can just get different vibes. It's not like just this one shoe with that. Because even with my, this is so elegant and pretty. If I put on a heel, it would read very pretty, and that's what I'm saying, perfect for graduation. But even for right now, like, because there's stupid snow on the ground in New York, like even right now, I would throw on like a little sock and a brogue with it, or later on just do the brogue and be just fine. The little Brody, no, Pedro.
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 This is the Pedro.
Yeah. So again, it's a different vibe here. It's like really pretty, but now I've mixed. If someone puts this on and you're like, this feels so pretty, but I don't want to be so pretty today. Like that's not my thing. Your Antono.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's got a super square toe. It's got the fake like
Completely changes the whole feeling.
like little lace up detail here, and this leather is so great. So, anyways, different
For
vibes.
the weather of the snow that we're having.
Exactly. Us here in New York. I hope most of you guys are someplace warmer. Okay, you're making the berry work again.
Yeah, I thought it'd be good to show you guys how to transition. This is a top. I kind of collect vintage tees, and so I have a lot of tees in my wardrobe, but I think putting this back to, maybe wearing this back to Shirred could give me a little bit that I want, but I feel like I'm pushing it, so I'd rather kind of like give it a chilled out vibe. A few people have asked me about how the overalls fit on a larger size, so I am wearing a size 14. Just to tell you guys a few secrets, when I first put this on, I felt like, okay, I'm a little bit fuller in the waist, and my pocket was tucking out a bit. If you don't sew, this is still fine. I just basted one of them just to show you what it could be like if you basted your pocket down. Kind of like the Liam's when you get them and the pocket has stitched down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's one thing. The second thing I want to talk about is Amy just talked about how shoes kind of change a vibe. I put on a heel because I was naturally wanting to not even elongate, but feel balanced, but I don't really need that. I feel like this makes me feel like I'm topsy-turvy. I want to feel chill, you know, so I could let this down, I can put it on my shoulder, and I feel like I'm giving you Velvet Ropes vibes. If you get that and you're a Janet fan, shout it out. So these are different vibes. I just changed my hair, I just changed my shoe, which I just kind of slipped off my shoe, but I'm going to show you the sling that I had on earlier, just to get a little bare, a little sheer. Amy talked about, you know, trends, and I think this menswear pinstripe, the Dominic pinstripe, is a trend, but it's really me pushing it with shape. So what if we could do this? You know, what happens? There's so many options here. So, are there any questions?
Not at this moment in time.
So, okay, cool. Guys, I want you to know that this is removable. So that comes off, pockets here. A few of you have wrote to me about drop crotch in your Stellas. This is supposed to sit low. So if you're wearing it here, right, it's still gonna sit low. So this is just, I'm just showing you because I'm a busty girl. I wear a 38 double D, and this is how it fits on me. You have a long zipper here. Yeah, so cool. Anything else? Oh, you guys are always in sync.
You would also wear this just in general without a t-shirt?
I would wear this with a tank top. I would wear this with a sheer baby tee. I could wear it without I don't know, I would, but I'm kind of busty. I don't prefer that. I can take this off and show you guys, for sure. But do it.
Your comfort level.
Not a girl.
Don't make me get HR. Like,
Not a girl.
Just slinging out on the camera. Okay, come back here in your yellows. I want to, and for that, actually, when I wore that, I did wear a tee underneath it because that felt the most modern to me.
Totally.
Being I was in New York City, I was for a birthday party, and that felt the most modern in an urban environment.
Yeah.
But I think if I were on vacation or something, I would just wear it like that
Yeah.
and with a little sandal and
Totally.
be good to go. So I want to show you the versatility of this. I would not wear this bra underneath, but we're literally changing in the middle of our office.
For
so
time-saving purposes.
we're doing it this way. But this is the jersey dress here. And we, you know, we talk about like how I said the mindset when you're trying something on. And I remember the day that I was trying this on. I think I had just gotten back from vacation. It was all suntan. And I put it on, and Tracy was not designed to have this
It did,
top
yeah.
underneath it. And Tracy's like, are you comfortable with like all this bareness? And I was like, yeah.
I think.
We don't need a top underneath this.
And then I think I put it, and I was like, I think we're putting
We
the
need a
top
top.
underneath it.
We need a top. And then so we styled it that way for the runway, and then we decided to sell it that way because like,
We didn't-
what? Where the hell?
Where were you going?
And
Talk about appropriate for work.
yeah, and I think it's a lot of people would look great in it. I felt great in it after vacation,
Yeah.
but like no fucking way right now am I like, wow. So this sleeve though also is detachable. So this isn't about like for anyone 55 and above.
Yeah.
This is not like a hide your arm sleeve. This is all of the things that we do, I think very much what we hear is that they transcend age, they transcend everything because the design intent is really to make it interesting and make it great. It's not about hiding your arms.
No.
I know our friend Yusra, when we were in Dubai together, she kept saying that what she loved as a very conservative dresser is that a lot of things from Tibi are conservative without being like, we interviewed 7 conservative
Totally.
women who, you know, we found out like what coverage they want.
Exactly.
It's you know, it's all just one mindset of what's interesting, what's curious, and I don't care how buff your arms are. This is just great.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm wearing it with the sleeves. I'm wearing the full. Oh.
And
You went to the
I don't know
bathroom.
why
Now
Bailey
you're-
was just like very into this comment. So anyways, I have got this with the brogue, and for me, because of this interesting detail, I love taking this down
Totally.
a notch with the brogue. However, if I were going to a wedding, like I'm not
Yeah.
showing
Let's
up
be
at
real.
the
You're
church,
wearing
like-
the heel.
yeah, I'm wearing a heel to the wedding, and so I just want to show you what that looks like with the heel as well, because, like I said, the clothing is not designed to be worn only with one specific shoe. It's designed to get different vibes depending on the moment. But I am thinking for LA that this could be a good, like, without this and
Mhm.
slide for.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Again,
you tell LA.
again, we talk about like your environment and how like you still need to be true to yourself, but
Yeah.
you should consider where you're going and
No, the vibe of the environment
vibe.
is
So
huge.
totally, that feels like the right vibe.
So we're all set for LA. We're going to be in LA April 16th through the 20th. The team, Katura and Claire, Patrick and Grace, are going to do a
Stacked
pop-up event there where we'll do all the fittings and everything again. We've got some really fun stuff
got some
happening
fun
out
secret
there that
stuff.
are going to be really cool, and it's going to be a good trip. So anyway, so we're going to be in LA. Sarah, Byron, Derek, Reed. I don't think Reed's coming. There's no
Yes.
pictures. Okay, we'll talk about that.
So I wanted to talk about color mixing in a different way. This to me is super tonal versus I think the last outfit I had on with the kind of rust and the blue and the green hat really was expanding upon like the whole color wheel. Sorry, I thought you were like asking
No,
something,
no, no.
but you're just intently listening.
Just looking at the color.
So I really, really love any shade of green. I mean, for those of you that have been following along for the past year and change, you know that I love green and red
Here's
and
the
love them
color.
together. Oh, look at that. Hey guys. Yes, this really is how we interact in this office. Leslie, sorry. Wow, Matt, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I give you a gold star.
You guys, I mean, come on.
That's where I cleaned up the edges.
Nope. No, Matt, it's all you, Matt.
Oh,
I
look
want
at
you to know
that.
Thank you.
Trying to give credit where credit's due, but really.
Yeah, pass it back.
So wow, this is like actually so perfect. So I am vibing with this like yellow.
I love that it's like a game. You're like,
I
where's
know.
mine on the color wheel?
So this is definitely okay. I'm not hitting ring 4 right now, but I'm definitely feeling this like green.
No, I'm just joking.
No.
No, I'm trying to like give the people.
No, you good?
Yeah.
No, good one.
You know, adding a little navy, and so
I love you in this color wheel today.
Thank you. So I'm wearing a vintage tee in a mint color, and then I paired it with the yellow slip skirt, which I also think is kind of a trend we've been seeing. But again, slip dressing is kind of like really a need
Show them with your sneakers too.
Oh, to
I feel like they can't see them. I love those.
And I'm wearing a sneaker. Oh, and I'm wearing
I don't know what
the.
those are.
I'll tell you. I'm wearing.
Go on. Keep going.
We're homespun, guys.
I'm wearing the asymmetrical cardigan in navy around my waist, but honestly, this is something that I brought to Paris with me. I wore it on the plane. I wore it around my head, around my neck, around my waist, in my bag. It is definitely a multifunctional piece. And then I'm wearing our new Fundamentals mint Marlon blazer. This is actually a size 4, which I just want to point out because it does look a little bit bigger than I think the engineered fit is. And
But it's still shorter than the Liam.
But it's definitely still shorter than the Liam. It's definitely not as oversized with the Liam. And I think for this outfit in particular, because it's kind of covered, I wanted something that still, gave a little bit of a shoulder, but was not as slim and tailored. And then just pairing it with the same sneaker that I've just been wearing.
This is the same jacket that Amy had on at the beginning of live in the menswear plaid. So this is the dark mint and that option with the slip.
But I think too, with what both of you guys, like if we look at like where big slim skin is, and like you can see that like when we did this one visual here, even though she's perfectly lovely here, it's not interesting. There's like something
She's
just
kind of boring.
It's boring. Like it's classic. It's lovely.
Yep.
Your mom would
Oh,
be like,
I was like,
"Okay, but
I
she's amazing."
really like this one, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a
That's
Cutout.
you.
I was like, that's me.
There. So this is what you want. And when we talk about big slim skin, like it's not like a Margiela coat that's like supposed to come out on the runway and just be like you only see the coat.
Right.
It's to give the good balance and entrance, which
Totally,
is
and that
exactly
goes
what
with
this
skin
is doing.
too. We don't mean like bare arms or bust. Like skin here is
I
definitely.
feel salted. I'm joking because I always have my things out.
It's just
The
kind
bust. You should call your bust thing.
I said bare arm. Okay, I meant or like bare arms
You meant
or
like
nothing.
bust.
Guys, I'm
Like
here for the
nothing,
comedy.
but-
You guys get the comedy, right?
All or nothing.
All or nothing. All or nothing is what I meant. That's
Yes.
it. I'm gone. I'm done.
Okay.
Peace out.
No, I think it's good because she held up the color wheel and I had this jacket on earlier, but if I popped on a piece of color, if I popped on the Liam in dark net, it just gives me the pop of color that I'm kind
Yeah,
of
because I loved this with this as well.
I do. So I'm wearing the compact knit Mary pants in black. You've seen me in it in the sienna red one.
Yeah, so this is like all of these dark colors here, and then you've got
And I'm
this-
going to the outer.
you've got like all the good
feel.
neutrals
Yeah.
happening here.
Different vibe.
And what I wanted to say here with the Liam quickly is one woman had written to me and she said, I'm trying to figure out when is the big blazer trend going to expire. And she said that what happened to her is that she bought a very classic blazer when there was a classic blazer trend happening, and then that died out for her, and so now she's worried about investing in the big blazer.
I get it.
And so here's the answer to that. The answer is that the reason why we did the Liam was not because of a trend. Liam has now been with us
4 years.
no, way longer. Like I want to say he first debuted on a runway like in 2012 or something. Like it's always been something that we've loved because we consider ourselves chill and effortless and then modern and classic. So to say that this trend would die would be that you are no longer effortless in your style.
And you're always going to have
So-
that element in
Yeah.
your wardrobe.
So those key basics that you invest in, chill, modern, and classic, every time they've got to have all of that. And then they will never go out of style any more than your adjectives would ever abruptly end.
Earlier, Amy and I were talking about what vibe I would wear if I was going to a dinner, and I kind of showed her that I'm always down for like the bralette option under a blazer because I think it gives me the right amount of skin. Amy said HR's coming. Stay, Amy. You are HR. So I just wanted to show you guys if I just did a little bit of skin here, I feel pretty chill in a bralette. option. Thank you. Yeah, and this is actually the compact knit also that comes in white and in black, and I'm wearing it in size 14.
Yeah.
So just enough skin here. I opened up this, and just a little sliver here is nice for me.
Again, looking at the book, when we talk about the antonyms as well, like for any of you guys who have the nylon skirt, sometimes like if you put that on right away, you might think like, well, it's a midi skirt. Do I feel too covered? Do I feel too conservative? Like, first of all, no. But second of all, like wearing it with that little top in the summertime with a sandal, like that is going to be my full-on vacation vibe.
Yep.
And then I wore that skirt in Paris all last week.
And I wore it with the
freaking
bronze
freezing there.
the sweater.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Thank you. Okay, so I am wearing our sheer skirt that has really all of the elements of the trends in one. We have got sculpting and we have sheerness. And I have just thrown it on. If any of you guys have I mean, honestly, like we always have like a detachable slip in a lot of skirts. This one I took out of we did that sequiny skirt. Some of you guys were like, oh, the sequins rubbed off, but whatever. I mean, I don't want to dismiss it, but anyways, this lining skirt is from there, and I just put it on with this to give a little more coverage. And so then, because this skirt is quite pretty, and I'm not going to an event right now, I just want to wear it in a chill way, then I'm mixing it with the hoodie, and then I'm also putting it with the little zebra slide. And I think what is nice is we've got the texture here of the organza and the sweatshirt, and then we've got all this great pony hair, which feels really, really good. And I think this being a slide is just super great. You have a question?
Yeah, could you show the waistband of the skirt?
Yeah.
I was also telling Sarah to be quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarah. So here's the waistband. It's got just like a little 2-inch waistband. Still got the yellow shirt on from earlier, and I'm not saying that I would wear this together. But it's got a little 2-inch waistband, and then it's got the pockets, and then all of the sculpting detail. And to be honest, I threw this in my little Miriam Schaefer bag today and went on the train with it all scrunched up. And it's not angry, right? No. Okay, but so we love it. Like here I would wear it with a black tank top and a sandal in the summertime. I would wear it with a big gigantic black sweater like I did in Paris with socks and brogues. And today, this is how I want to walk around in the office. I'm just going to wear it with the sweatshirt and then the little Rudolphs.
Yeah.
These shoes are good.
It's fun when like new things come in and you just like don't expect them. Like those shoes.
Well, I expected you didn't. So.
Okay, this is my last outfit. So, you know, we've talked a lot about the stitching. I feel like that's like saying like a dirty word because it's so hard to find. But, you know, I really just wanted to throw some love out here to the acid wash, the light bleach. It's bleached denim. Sorry, let me clarify. The bleached denim from spring. These are the Sam jean. I have pulled them up a little bit to make them high-waisted because I'm wearing the cropped version of the sweater that I had tied around my waist. So this is the asymmetrical cashmere sweater in navy. We showed this on the runway under a suit, and we also showed it backwards on one of the models. So definitely super versatile, but I'm definitely feel like when I want something that is just more of a simpler silhouette, again, I really love like the idea of like a classic jean and a t-shirt, especially when I'm just like not feeling like getting dressed. And I really think that's really what fundamentals is all about. You just like really don't have to think about it. And you know, obviously the Sam jean we use the same sloper, which means all of the jeans, all of the Sam style relatively will fit the same. They should. So this is my kind of like fashion forward-y take on what I consider classics. And that's really all I got. What's up?
My stand.
What about?
My Sams. The Sams.
Oh, Matt, sorry. Like you're speaking, like you're mumbling.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm wearing my
Don't be
Sams
sorry.
today.
So Matt also wanted to let everyone know that he's wearing his Sam jeans, and Matt, as you can see, is much taller than me,
Yeah.
which
But
he
I
likes
do
to
it
let
with
you
like a
know.
little crew neck, and all my friends
What
think
size
they're
are
really
these?
cool.
What size are your jeans?
I'm 6'2" and like a little skinny, so I think these are 28. But I
Okay.
recommend them because they're super fun.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
comfortable.
again, and all the guys in our office pretty much wear them too. But yeah, so this, you know, obviously it's a style and silhouette that we find tried and true, and it's one that we will just continue making. But
Also, what size is your sweater?
this sweater is a small, and I know that I normally wear like extra small, but I actually would wear this size probably because I just like that it's not like so tight, and it gives me like a little bit more room to play with.
Those are so good.
Well, I was saying like
Should compare you and
we
your
did,
buddy.
and you know but I was
This
saying
is the
like
brown world that I bought.
it's so good.
Yeah, I think some people asked because I think we had that brownish color in the
Oh.
runway that we took from you.
Yeah, so the one on the runway is just an older iteration of this essentially. But I was saying that, you know, obviously like everyone's like, where's the silk jean? And I'm like, don't sleep on this bleached denim, guys.
Don't be sleeping on.
Like you can't wear this, I mean, even though you want to, you can't wear it every day for eat.
So
Like,
is this a crop
this is,
cardigan?
this is the cropped one.
Yeah. So what I want to say about the crop cardigan is, it's interesting, like stomach bearing, but for me, the way that I'm wearing that is very much like if I'm on vacation, if I'm wearing like a white full
Totally.
slip dress or sundress or something, like this on me almost functions like a little
Like
shrub.
a shrub, totally.
And it's that perfect layer, especially when you're traveling to a warm destination, but you know you've got to be on an airplane.
Yeah.
You know that you're going to be like in and out of air conditioning, and you want something that, like what happens is when you unbutton this, which I don't think
Well, we're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that right now. But when you unbutton it, it so lightly peeks out from
Yeah.
under your blazer, so it actually gives you like one more layer of warmth
Totally.
without having.
And because it's not bulky, it's like really just like a light layer. You're getting like a few different style iterations and opportunities without like really added bulk.
Exactly. So we're on our last couple outfits here. So again, talking about sculpting, we were really craving something in cotton that had lots of guts to it. Navy is of course a color that I love. So this one has, you can see it's almost like a corsetry detail right here, and then the pockets are kicked to the front. We don't do them on the side here. We kind of really poke everything out in a not interesting way. And then here, this is how this guy looks. And so I'm wearing him with the brogue. This is how we showed it on the runway show. But also when I was in Paris, to be honest, this kind of became like an unexpected favorite dress of mine to wear because it took on such a real different, like, high fashion moment, mixing it up here with a high sandal. So, and the red sock. And you know that we love a good sock. And so, what do you have on, Pedro? While I'm like buckling
Hi
away.
guys. I'm wearing the twisted Eco Poplin shirt dress, and I've kind of done the hack that we had before, so I was craving a little interest here. I'm actually also wearing the slip skirt and oh my god, what's going on? The slip skirt in black, and I'm wearing the Brody with the heel turned down.
So this Brody and the Pedro is really, really important for giving that balance of everything. You know, it's really like mixing something that could be very feminine, something that could be sleeker.
A little sculptural.
Yeah, so I want to show you the same sculptural detail that we have on the skirts and
Goes from
everything. You'll see too.
This is like the lantern skirt. It kind of wraps around from the back, yoke, and then comes to the front.
So those are subtle little details there that like sometimes you're not sure why something feels so spot on.
Yeah.
And it's just those little details that Tracy so painstakingly went over. And again, talking about texture mix, you've got the cotton poplin here, and you've mixed it with the twill skirt and then the leather bro. And so all of these textures together, remember, like, it forms something beautiful. And we talk about like the rule of 3, because at some point then you're like, okay, settle down.
Yeah.
And this is just,
Yeah, it feels
perfect.
It feels good. Like, I feel like the perfect balance of chill. I feel like I can go from one place to the next, and also I get a little bit of interest here, and then the shoe with the square toe. These are so comfortable, guys. I just gotta say, like, I wear Converse a lot. I wear like high top Converse, and I would throw this on at the same rate that I throw on a sneaker.
So I think things being very tactile right now are really important. I started off today's conversation talking about how to get more, how to feel more, and that part of it's got to come from you for sure. And then the other part of it's we got to be great as designers and everything to make sure that we're giving you great stuff so that you can show how good you feel. And I think things being able to touch again, it is why I wrote a book. It's why I did not put the book right away into an e-reader, because there is something quite emotional about, it's behind you, but there's something very,
No, it feels good.
it feels
To
good.
like open something and turn to a page.
Guys, the book smells good too.
And
So
it
that,
smells
like,
good.
I know, because it's leather. It's like,
Yeah.
But I think being able to touch and feel, and it's funny, like I hadn't been wearing watches so much in the last like couple of years, and now I've started wearing watches again. And I was just like in there, and I'm like, shit, what time is it? And I'm like, I don't need my phone to tell the time. Like, I can find the time on my watch.
watches?
I'm walking away from that phone. Like, I'm just, anyways, I'm gonna stop preaching about it, but
Stolen focus.
stolen focus.
Stolen focus.
The only other book you should be reading.
It's the password to get into the conference, by the way. Your thumbprint and stolen focus.
Said stolen focus. Will you come out here in this? Because you got a mixture of old Tibi. You've got, well, actually, current Tibi,
Current Tibi,
old Tibi,
Not like vintage. Not
vintagey,
Tibi.
and then little Adidas sneakers there. So, this is all, guys, about getting you to a point where you are connecting your mind to how you want to feel, learning how to exhibit that on the outside. And once this all really starts to seep in, if it isn't seeping in yet, I promise it will, and I know it will because of the DMs that I receive from you guys, that, okay, some of you it took a month, some of you it's taken a year.
It's okay.
But what
It's all right.
happens is, when it seeps in, it is so unbelievably liberating to know that you can walk into your closet blindfolded and know that whatever you pull out is going to really represent your personal style, and it's not going to be a trend. It's not going to be something that you have to put up on a Pinterest board and be like, I gotta have that in my closet so I can copy it exactly. Like, you're just going to feel it and know it. I promise. Any questions?
That was really nice, like,
Finale?
yeah,
Yeah.
really solidified the whole vibe.
All right, guys. Real quickly,
Yep.
on Tibi.com, we now have a page that is telling you guys where we're going to be. And as many of you know, Patrick, Grace, Claire, Jen, Miranda, the team from the Tibi store, they are getting out and going on the road. Miranda and Jen are going to be in Miami this week.
weekend, yeah,
This week, Matt at Blue Scarpa
Oh,
is hosting them, not
I was like,
Matt
oh, that's
with a
going
G. But Matt from Blue Scarpa, we go way back. He is going to be hosting them in Miami in the Design District. So I hope you guys get an appointment with them and get to see them live. You can try on all the Tibi stuff there. And then Patrick and someone,
To where?
Toronto.
Oh, Patrick and
Claire. Okay, Patrick and Claire are going to be in Toronto. Okay, Canadians, like, we got it. We're going to come back, like, I promise. We do have a great account in Montreal carrying Tibi as well. We're going to go
I'm
see
so
them.
excited to see that. And like Boba Vancouver,
Globally,
obviously.
absolutely. So we're going to hit all the Canadians again.
Canadian tour.
And then we're going to LA. And then very exciting, on May 15th, we are going to be with Schneeweiss. We're going to be with Yasmin in Vienna, Austria. And then we're going to go down to Walk Store in Milan and Blue Frida, which is about an hour and a half outside of Milan. So it's going to be great. We're going to hit a lot of different places. Next week, Couture and I are going to Georgia next week. And then Couture and I are going to Austin and to Houston the week after.
And then we're going
to
after
Denver.
LA, we're going to Denver. Okay, so basically on the website, it'll say the
It's gonna have all of them.
chronological order that
Because
you
we're going
can
to be with
find.
Max out in Denver and in Boulder. And then my son is going to be in school in London, mid-June to mid-July, and I'm going to get to spend some time in London. I'll be like in his dorm room. Be like, thanks, Mom. Why are these people here wanting to try on a brand koozie? Like, never mind. All right, guys. So have a great day, and we'll figure out who's going to be showing next week. It might be
Not
Couture and
me.
I from Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're on vacation. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.